Hey everyone, this is Colleen Collins. I'm the Executive Director at the Lindsay and District Chamber of Commerce, and we're chatting today with Janet Brock from Kawartha Lakes Travel Plus. We've been talking this week a little bit about how important it is to shop local, especially during the Christmas season, and the fact that families can't really get together the same way as they would normally. And we're getting together in smaller groups or staying home and keeping our celebrations intimate and safe. And Janet has family that she typically gets together with, a large group, and she's found a little solution that will help families to be able to celebrate Christmas in some way, still keeping some of their traditions in place. And so let's talk to Janet about that. So Janet, you called me this week and asked about me coming over to chat with you about this, and you told me about this wonderful idea. So why don't you tell us a little more about it?
Okay, well, thank you very much, Colleen, and I do appreciate you letting me give this idea out, and I hope it is something that people can work with or consider, because I think it's going to work for my family. So like you said, we're in an area or in a time frame right now where our normal Christmas procedures or celebrations just aren't happening, and a lot of it is because of the fact of lockdowns and so on. My family, and we have 16 adults, so to speak, but we always do a draw name. We draw a name and we give one each other a gift, but it's only
Like a
one.
secret, like almost like a secret Santa.
Like a secret Santa, exactly. So I just thought, well, how can we do it this year? Because we can't get together. It'll be really difficult. And of course, we want to shop local. We need to shop local. So my thought was to come up and offer my family an idea that they would draw a name, and whoever they drew, I would provide to them the website of the chambers or the BIAs or the Board of Trades where they live. Then they can go on and pick something that they felt, whoever their name is that they've drawn and living in that area. So for me, I'm in Lindsay. So if somebody in my family gets me, they can go on to the Lindsay Chamber or the BIA for a matter and see what businesses are there and pick a business that they think I would enjoy shopping at, contact that business and ask them to produce a gift certificate in a certain value. And that gift certificate will be emailed to the person who's buying it, and then they'll send it to me as a Christmas gift. And I get to shop local, and I get to go when I want, and I don't need to wait for a delivery, and I don't need to send something back because it doesn't fit or it wasn't what I wanted. I get to personally go shopping with my own gift certificate that somebody in my family has picked out for me for a local business. So that's what it's all about. So in my family, I went through all the websites, the chambers, the BIs, the Board of Trades, and there's 7 Board of Trades, chambers, BIAs that I will, or my family will be having an opportunity to visit because where everyone lives.
Yeah.
So there you go. And I've learned a few businesses myself as I've been going through these chambers. It was fun. And I found a couple of things at these chambers. So if I get whoever I get selected, I've already got a couple of things picked out if I get that person, because it's the Secret Santa, right?
Right. I just think this was an amazing idea. And I love that yes, we're going to be wanting to promote this. I think this is a great, fantastic idea for all of the chambers that across Ontario, even Canada wide. If you have family across the country, even into the US, if you have family in the US, you could do the same thing. You could still find a way, look at the listing on their directory for the BIAs or for the chambers of commerce in the towns and cities where your family members are living, and find a business that you can buy a gift certificate for them and gift it to them.
Exactly.
I think this is a wonderful way to make sure that we're shopping small business. Shopping local, but shopping small business. But small business, I mean, goodness, North American wide even.
And I mean, even if they find a business that doesn't have a full representation, maybe of like an online business or whatever, they have a contact, they have a phone number for sure, or an email. So they can call that shop and say, hey, look, my name is so-and-so, I want to buy a gift certificate. I can give you a credit card, or we can give you a debit card, whichever you like. And can you email that to me? And then they're going to hold on to it until Christmas and then email it to me.
Great. So I think that from a local perspective, it could even be a way to do it, because people may not be far away from each other, but they're still all in Lindsay, but they still can't get together in a large group.
Correct.
And I know there'll be a lot of porch drop-offs of presents and things like that, but this is a wonderful way of shopping local, and they can visit our Downtown Business Improvement Association's website or the lindsaychamber.com website. Kawartha Lakes wide, we still have the Bob Cajun Chamber, the Fenland
Yeah.
Chamber, and the Coboconk Norland Chamber. So it would be really wonderful to see our community do this and look on the listings online. I will drop in the comments below the links to all of the local chambers and the BIA websites so that people can access their directories and see
Yeah.
what businesses are in that community that they can buy a gift certificate for Christmas for a family member.
Correct. And then that person gets to go shop in that store.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for coming to us with this great idea, Janet.
Oh, my pleasure.
You're always been a champion in our community, supporting all of the local causes. I just wanted to say another thing that might be worthwhile, because I know that you have been involved with a lot of the charitable nonprofit associations in our community in the past.
Yes.
And you've worked with them and offering up trips and things like that for prizes at their fundraising. And we all know that the local not-for-profit organizations have not been able to hold their events to raise funds that they need. So everyone is hurting. So
Correct.
if you have a family member who really doesn't really need much for Christmas, they have everything they could possibly need, you could donate to a not-for-profit organization in our community in the name of a loved one. And I think that they would really appreciate that.
Great idea as well. Absolutely. And of course, on those chambers, you're going to find those associations, right? Would you find all those associations on there?
You would if they are members of those
Okay.
associations. But we do have quite a high number of not-for-profits as members of the Lindsay and District Chamber of Commerce. And so I'm sure that, there would be that same thing in other communities.
Right.
Well,
Great idea.
Thank you so much, Janet. We really
My
appreciate
pleasure.
the great idea, and I hope you have a really Merry Christmas.
Thank you. And I wish all the businesses out there great success. It's been a very difficult time in my line of business, but at the end of the day, we still need each other no matter what, as a surviving community, right? And so I just wish everybody as well a very successful Christmas season, and let's hope for a better 2021.
Absolutely. Stay safe, everyone.
Yes. Thank you, Colleen. I appreciate your time.